match is now officially a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match. Let's go! Broken, thankless, push you down, open.
Hi, Annie.
Hi, Clinton.
How are you doing today?
You know what? I'm pretty damn good today. How about you?
Well, we're going to be interviewing someone that legitimately hates me and another person that I'm growing quite fond of. So, we'll see where this night goes.
But let me ask you an honest question. Do you understand why someone could possibly hate you?
I asked her if her favorite Pokemon was Fluke Marm, and she said I called her win a fluke. It was a misunderstanding, and she is not willing to understand me.
But did you hear how your words sounded that day?
I was in a dress, I was menstruating. It was a long day, okay?
I mean,
But Annie, we're here because we have former best friends that can't seem to stop fighting. And they're going to be fighting in 2 weeks' time. Where's the graphic? There's so many in here. There we go. At Divine Season of Change.
You know what? These women have two different perceptions of a really nuanced situation, and it's hard to say who's right and who's wrong because both have a motive why they would hate each other passionately.
Well, let's bring one of them in here so we can get kind of a understanding. Hey, Ricki.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Hi, Ricki. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing just A-okay. I'm getting over a sickness, so I kind of probably sound super nasally and annoying, so bear with me.
It's just that Midwest wine. Everyone's got it. If you're from Michigan, you got it.
You know
it's
what?
Our own little twang.
It's happening. What?
So what's happening is I want to fill people in because Ricki is currently undefeated at Divine in singles competition. She defeated Mickey Knuckles at the first Divine show by disqualification. And
had to add that in. Had to just humble me a little bit.
I had to. And then at the next show, she was scheduled to take on Rory Shield. Rory Shield unfortunately was injured. Ricki's saying she was scared, but then she went on to have a very, very awesome match with Kenzie Black instead. And it's building up to this match 2 Fridays from now.
Wow, already?
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
So how do you feel about this match going into it?
I was thinking about this a little bit before before this started. And honestly, nothing really has prepared me for this match. It's still that kind of bittersweet of this is what I feel like I have to do. And this still feels wrong to do. I still have this connection to somebody, even though they treat me so poorly. But also, I just want to beat her face in and just teach her lesson.
Well, I would love to bring Rory on for you two to talk, but unfortunately, Rory Shield is not here.
She didn't show up, Ricki.
As per usual.
How does that make you feel?
I've gotten to the point where she is flaked on everything. I'm kind of just used to it at this point.
Yeah,
because... Do you think that's avoidance? Do you think that is... What do you think that is?
Sheer just negligence. Probably just doesn't care. Doesn't take this as serious.
She had the opportunity to show up and face you and talk about things woman to woman. I mean, I know that what you both of you are experiencing now hasn't always been the case, but I feel like she didn't even respond. She didn't respond to...
Which is okay because, Rory hates me, and I don't want to sit here and have anxiety for 30 minutes. So
that's a good way to look at it.
But we spoke on Annie, you just brought up avoidance, and it genuinely felt like she was avoiding you forever, and you weren't even booked on FU.
Yeah. It's always been like that. I wouldn't say always. It didn't start being like that until about beginning of this year, really. Like I'm kind of just used to it at this point. It's not cool. I don't appreciate it. I made sure I had time for this. It's really unfortunate and shitty that she didn't.
Well, let's bring up something that I know you had time for. Last month at FU, Rory Shield, she had 2 back-to-back weekends. She had a bad weekends. She lost a trios match the week before. She lost to the Golden Empire with Kevin Calloway in a trios match. And I mean, we happened to have a camera outside and we caught
Damn, kid, you look beat up.
Ricki, I'm not in the mood.
You know, it's so funny, because your little buddy Xander, you know, the one that's your bestest friend, you know, had the belt right in his hand and dropped it. You know, Rory, you were my bestest friend.
Yeah, and look where we are now. I wonder why that is, Ricki. You're jealous of me, and that's all there is to it. You want what I have, but you can't have it. You don't want to work as hard as I do.
I'm jealous of what, your lost title? I'm jealous of what, laying down on the mat? What am I jealous of? Because I'm not too jealous of a damn loser.
Okay, well, you're jealous of a 4-time champ. You're jealous of somebody who works every single day for what they have. You don't work for anything. You want everything to be handed to you, Ricki. But no one's going to give it to you.
Well, at Divine, you know, since you're so used to being on the mat, I think I'll just give you a run for your money and let you stay exactly where you're at, and that is the bottom.
So yeah, some harsh words from you, kicking a girl while she was down. Do you care to explain?
If I said it, then I meant it. I mean, I mean everything I said. Rory lost. It was quite funny, actually, because she lost to someone who was like this big around.
Ricki, do you think the outcome of her losing the trios belt would have been different had you been there in the picture supporting her?
That's a really good question, actually. I feel like if she didn't take this turn to where she's so cold-hearted and simple-minded and only worried about herself, I feel like my support probably would have helped her in some way, shape, or form. But she doesn't care.
I mean,
so what more can I do?
You know Rory really well. I mean, you were her best friend at some point. What do you think happened that could have had this change in her disposition on a fundamental level? Like, why do you think she's made these decisions that led to where she is when that moment when you confronted her after that show?
She let wins and belts get to her head. And just only worried about where she was going. She didn't care about what I was doing, what anybody else was doing, just only about her.
How did that make you feel?
Left out. It's really sad because I was so excited to create such a impact. She didn't want to.
Do you think you're understanding that Rory needed to take a significant time to herself to really find out who she is, if she can achieve the things that she sets out to do?
A part of me understands.
Yeah.
But a part of me wouldn't have done it the way she did it.
Okay.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yes,
I wouldn't have just...
I know, but sometimes we have a habit of seeing ourselves in other people, and that's just not reality. So just because we want someone to do something a certain way, like that's something that comes from within. So how would you have done it?
I just want to first off by saying, Annie, you are a much better person than I will ever be. You are a very look inward person, and I just appreciate that so much.
I got some thoughts on that after your answer, Annie.
Like, that is like the most profound thing on the planet. I'm like, maybe I should look inward. Maybe I should rethink my life.
I really want to know how you think and why you feel the way you do. These are like, yes, like
I appreciate that.
I have an opportunity to talk to you, like, because you've sat down on my podcast before, and I love your insights, Ricki. I love.
Thank you.
Your growth is amazing, and I feel like things like this are really driving forces in our character development. They really show us who we are and the things that we go through and why we do the things that we do as humans. I don't know. That's
But to your point, Annie, you just said that she needed time to be alone. She dropped Ricki and found 2 fuckos named the Kids Next Door and just affiliated herself with people chasing gold.
Thank you. Someone that gets it.
Playing devil's advocate here. Like, I know that you're very positive and you want to look inward, but no, fuck that. No, she dropped Ricki like a fucking burnout cigarette.
But
and
you
then
know
was
what?
just
You know what, Ricki? Everything that Rory said that you wanted, you're in the process of getting for yourself. And you're currently a champion yourself, right?
Yes.
So that means you've produced the evidence to show what you're capable of. Just the thing is that you've, like, maybe the only thing Rory has on you is experience.
Fair enough. I mean, shoot, man. I feel my life's changed now.
But these things are like, they happen. They mold us to the people we're supposed to be. And it's because certain people cross our paths that these things are even are happening. But that's like, you both are you're just both so amazing in different ways. And I have intimate relationships with every woman in this business. So I try to see things from a fair and objective point of view. Like, that's just who I am.
And that's fair. I feel like for you, it's kind of picking like what kid's your favorite,
But she's also supposed to remain unbiased because she's a personality in the business.
But you know what? Like, I'm gonna tell people how I feel. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. And like, I feel like women, they feel comfortable coming to me in the midst of conflict, and I really want to have that bit of rapport with every woman on any roster. Like. And you know what? Like, maybe not all of the heat is going to be squashed. Maybe that's impossible. But I will always be the intermediary so we can cross paths and we're not going to go at each other's throats.
I wish you were there for me when all of this happened, because that would have healed my soul right then and there. I wouldn't have been bitter about this.
Yeah, so let's talk about how you're going to beat your old best friend's face in 2 weeks.
Lovely.
And what people are calling okay, so I listen to what people say online, and there's people talking about this match should main event Divine. We have a championship match, and people are clamoring.
Bring up Tommy Ring's comment.
Yeah, exactly. The show stealer.
Absolutely.
Like, so you're going into this match and the person you're going to be facing. What things can you do differently against a person that is a champion across 4 other companies that no one has been able to do yet?
I'm so tired about hearing about, I'm champion for other companies. It don't matter. I don't care. I've heard it. It's not difficult.
Why doesn't that faze you, Ricki?
Huh?
Why doesn't that faze you?
Because I've heard her say it so many times, and anytime she gets in the ring, it is the same just coward act of, I'll go do this. Oh, no, never mind. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. If you're a real champ, put up or shut up.
But she couldn't even show up to a damn podcast.
Thank you. Okay, end of podcast.
You don't gotta tell me twice. I'm exhausted. And then we also have Tango's comment here, because I do believe we have Tango scheduled to be your referee in this match. So in an attempt to maintain neutrality, I'll refrain from expressing my thoughts.
Fair.
Now, I know no one likes Tango.
Oh my god, y'all are so mean.
Tango has been described as the worst referee in the business. Do you think Tango is going to screw you out of your match?
Tango is the sweetest person on the planet. I don't know what any of you guys are talking about.
You should just ask him how much Rory's paid him.
They hate each other. I'm shocked they even are in any form of talking.
Okay, so we might need to find another ref because this is definitely not going to be impartial now.
Oh, no, it's fine. We can keep Tango. It's okay. I'll slip him a 20. We'll be good.
So barring championships aside, because again, this is no championships on the line. This is just a fight.
Yeah.
Like, she slapped you at the last show. You tried to throw a chair at her. So
Don't know why ABZ didn't let me.
There's different levels of violence here. So what type of violence is going through your head going into this?
Oh my god. That is such a good question. By any means necessary, just knock her out.
That's
about it.
Shouldn't have thrown it at Clint. Well,
Oh my god.
I'm terrified.
What's the bounty at now?
For Ethan through a table?
Yeah.
$100.
Surely we have enough collective funds with the people watching to make that happen.
I've got $20 right here.
We have a very generous spirit.
Yeah, because big shout out to Ethan. He's not here tonight because Annie is better than Ethan in
Obviously.
every way.
Hello on a forklift.
And I'm pissed that Rory isn't here because like she's been talking so much shit. And she really genuinely, before you even said anything or did anything, she was the one running her mouth when the match announcement got announced before she got injured.
Funny, she doesn't show up to talk.
I don't know why you guys are shocked. I was expecting this, honestly.
I mean, we all get busy in our human lives, and I don't fault people for not showing up. I mean, being in this business is very demanding, and people work different hours, but sometimes when you have the opportunity to really speak your side, it helps.
I made the time.
Helps to show up, and silence speaks volumes.
So if Rory's not going to be here, let's just get to know Ricki Morris. So Ricki,
why are you called the Widowmaker?
I'm called that because the Widowmaker is the artery in your heart that I think once it clogs, you instantly die. And I thought that was really sweet, especially since I kind of have more of a dark look to it. That and also I could probably kill anybody within 5 seconds. So
I learned about the Widowmaker. Widowmaker I learned about in Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
It was a really emotional episode. What was that?
So I just figured it out at work one day. Mind you, do not work in the medical field. It's just something to talk about.
Well, what do you do when you're not wrestling? Because we tend to go outside the ropes with people.
Fair enough. Recently I've been unemployed, which sucks. I hate it. Don't like it. But no, now I just stock shelves at Target. I'm nothing special.
You are very special because Target is mine and Missy's happy place.
Oh my god.
And without shit on the shelves, us bisexual couple don't have anything to do on a random Wednesday afternoon. So you are a blessing.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Tango said if he's the ref, he's going to give lots of leeway.
Thank you, Tango. I appreciate it.
Yes. So what things interest you outside the worlds of professional wrestling? Like what things outside of wrestling inspired you as the wrestler you are today?
Oh god, that's such a good question. I'm a very boring person.
You amateur wrestled, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I did in middle school and high school.
Oh shit, that's rad.
Yeah.
What is your favorite series of move that you love to execute?
Oh my god, back when I was in school, it was always a fireman's carry, but I could never really hit it well because it's one of those things where it's like the stars gotta align, and once you get it, it's perfect.
I understand. Yep.
But yeah, I miss amateur wrestling a lot. But
well, I know. Well, I know one thing because Annie is a practitioner in jiu-jitsu. I formerly trained, and the first thing that the coach looked at us and said that day was like, "Pick up wrestling or judo." because every jiu-jitsu fight starts standing, and you've got to get them to the ground somehow. So that's how I dove into amateur wrestling in my late 20s.
It's never too late.
No, it's not. It's not. And then that just makes much more sense that your finish is the spine buster and why it's so goddamn vicious.
Thank you.
Like Thomas Bailey, eat your heart out. Fuck, can I, Annie, talk real quick because I got to pull up something.
Ricki, how do you exemplify the Widowmaker, and how do you bring that to life through your person, through your being?
I feel like it's just a lot of pent up. I mean, obviously, if you look at me, I look like, average Hot Topic employee. So I guess it's a lot of built up anger and sadness kind of exploited out. But yeah, I'd say something around those lines. Annie, I try to pay attention. You use big words, and my dumb ass is just like, what does that mean? Huh? Did not go to college, by the way, so let me just throw that out there.
Here's this.
You're perfect. Perfect.
Throws her off the ropes, reverses it, comes back in, spine buster!
And then the stage presence sending a message to Rory Shield.
Where does your mind go to when you're about to, you have this victory in the win? Like, there's that moment is undeniable. Hi, Mama Bailey.
Hi, Mama Bailey.
Hi.
Like, something just went over your eyes like a crazed maniac. I sense it because it lives in this face. But people don't see that because I smile a lot. It's confusing. But oh yeah, what kind of spirit dwells in your body? Like, who are you, Ricki Morris? Who are you? You're an anomaly.
It's how I could imagine Randy Orton probably feels right before that perfect RKO. It's just that golden opportunity, and you're like, this is the time. Stars are aligning. Go for it. 3, 2, 1.
Yes, it's the timing.
So,
yes,
always the timing.
Yes, the satisfaction of it. Yeah.
That look was, I'm pissed this isn't Rory.
Oh, 100%. 1000%.
No, that was the look of I am taking her soul and making it an essence of my own entity. Like Ricki Morris, eater of worlds, eater of souls.
Oh God, I try to be. I really try.
You don't try, you are, Ricki Morris. You are.
Genuinely, you're like a fucking, you're fantastic, because I remember getting hooked on Ricky Moranis. God damn you, Schwartzy, you asshole. I remember getting hooked on the first show. You took on Mickey Knuckles, and you had. I looked at Ethan. I was like, "That's. We need to get her everywhere." Like, I don't know how. Like, but she is fucking money, and I want to see you more places. I want to see you doing more. I want us to be talking about Ricki Morris, the 4-time champion, everywhere else.
And it's on its way. You keep
I
doing
appreciate
exactly
that.
what you're doing. Like, the more you capitalize on that energy and the more you can expand it. Ricki Morris, kerosene meets a match. You're just gonna accelerate. People are gonna have to give you the house. You're
A bad artery meets a clog.
Widowmaker.
I appreciate that so much. I was fully walking into this podcast being like, I'm gonna just go off and be angry, and now I'm like, I just want to cry. This is so sweet, guys.
No, it's okay. Like, get the sweet mushy gushy shit out of the way, because
Right.
100%.
Yeah, let it leave your body so that way you can really stoke the anger for September 6th. Really leave it pent up. Let it corrode a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you see red, bodies are going to hit the floor.
I appreciate it. Lately, I've been so down in the dumps about everything, and I'm just like, man, wrestling's too much. I can't do this no more. So I really appreciate you guys telling me that. It makes me want to just fucking do push-ups right now or some shit.
You know what? But when you feel like that, moments like this, when you are just so unsure of everything, on the other side of that, that's your potential, man. That's you going after it. And you just have to show up for yourself, no matter how you feel.
There's a reason I picked her to be my broadcast partner.
It's exhausting to
Handpicked.
fire burning.
Handpicked.
I'm exhausting with how fucking I nauseate myself sometimes being this like I don't know. But
I love it. I find it so endearing.
I see it in you, Ricki Morris.
Thank you.
And it flickers in Clinton. Sometimes you gotta hit him on the head and the lights are mostly on. But is anyone ever home? I don't know.
I'm the spark to every party, and by spark, it's the that.
Fair. That's fair.
I know my place. My place is the guy outside with weed when you've just had a bad match.
And every show needs one. So
no, but like genuinely, like this is the match I'm waiting for. This is like it for me. Like I'm happy to see. Like we can run down the card real quick because it's a stonker of a card. Like we've got Ray Larson making her debut in Divine, taking on a debuting Storm Garcon. They've wrestled in tag matches against one another, but I've wrestled one-on-one elsewhere, not in the state of Michigan. First time in Michigan.
I've seen Storm Garcon one time, and she is electrifying. She is on such an upwards trajectory right now. I can't wait to see what she and Ray Larson are going to do in the ring. I'm just so excited.
Yeah, big implications because Ray's a vet in this area. She's been going everywhere, and she is picking up win after win. So it's not going to be long before she's got enough wins stacked up to, cash in some shit. And then, of course, we've got the hometown girl, Leela Hall, taking on Kenzie Black, who faced Ricki Morris at the last show. You can watch that match on our channel and get caught up on all the Ricki Rory bullshit. And then we got a whole slew of debuts because we have Carter Kaufman and Leela Fist making their debut against Juniper and a partner of Juniper's choosing.
I can't wait to meet all of the new friends. I absolutely love the Vaporwave Vixen, Junie. Love her. But I've never met
me life.
I know. I've never met Leela and who was the other one? Carter Kaufman. I've never met her either. So I can't wait to see what all of these individuals do in the ring, and I'm so excited.
And in your double main event, Ricki Morris versus Rory Shield in a grudge match. We've gone over that in depth today. And in your main event, Stella Buho is defending the Divine Women's Championship against the FU Women's Champion, Heather Blue. And if you're wondering how she became champion, you can check that out on our channel next Friday.
Ricki, have you ever wrestled Stella?
Finally, I got to.
That was Stella.
Oh my God, Stella's amazing. Stella's so great. I have so much love for Stella. She's absolutely hilarious too.
Oh my God, she fucking kills me.
Oh,
I can't fucking breathe around her. She's so goddamn funny.
Oh, she's a hoot, if you will. Sorry.
Hoot.
Really becoming a locker room leader, Stella Buho.
100%.
I see her in every locker room just fucking being the bright spot, getting everyone. She's rallying the troops. She's getting everyone ready. Men, women, everyone, referees, production, all that shit. Stella's getting everyone hyped up. Hooty hoo. That is our champion.
Ricki,
that's someone where...
Do you have your sights set on Divine Women's Pro Gold?
As of right now, I'm more focused on Rory. Gold will be a different time. I'll worry about that later.
Sure.
And then Ethan messaged me. I forgot one thing because, in a show full of all these big things, I completely forgot. I'm the worst host on the fucking planet.
You know what?
Billy Stark's making an appearance.
Goodness. I was gonna say something didn't feel right. I know there's a bigger.
You know what? That's so funny because that was a thought that went through my head. I'm like, I should mention that one.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like
genuinely, I love Billy Starks, but we have such a crop of talent in Michigan that the fact that I forgot that we have Billy Starks on the card should tell you how fucking bonkers this show is going to be.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how you flip that one. Not that I'm violently high. because I'm so tired.
Oh,
Oh my God. But we wanted to keep this at a quick 30 tonight because all of us are tired and sick. But please come out this weekend where you can see some of us at Flophouse, Bad Motherfucker, and you can also catch some of us at King of the Kill from Ruthless Pro Wrestling. Those shows are going to be fucking bonkers. And then once we have more graphics up, we'll fill everyone in on the fundraiser show happening on October 6th, where we, for the first time ever, the 6 biggest promotions in Michigan are coming together for one show. Multiple commentary teams, multiple wrestlers. There's 12 matches currently scheduled for this big charity event starting at 4 p.m. on a Sunday. It's going to be bananas. And I know I'm going to be there. And I hope everyone else is there. Ricki, do you have anything else you would like to say? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, and I'm still working on trying to get a Facebook, so give me time.
Do your thing. You're wonderful, and I'll wait patiently.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Annie, do you have any wisdom to give us before we head out?
Drink more water, stay hydrated, love yourself more.
Fight your demons.
Put them in a guillotine. That's a good option.
Ooh, I was gonna go for a Peruvian necktie.
Ooh, gnarly. I like it.
Oh.
Joint manipulation. I'm a big fan.
Tango, we love you genuinely. You're one of my favorite people in
Tango.
the locker room. Again, catch us in 2 weeks at Divine Season of Change at Grizzlies, 1519 Oak Street, Wyandotte, Michigan, 48192. Front row $20. General admission $50. Kids 10 and under $5. We know back to school is a big thing, and we know it's going to be hard and expensive to get the kids out. So take them out for a night of wrestling and family fun. And from all of us, we love you. You all have a good night.